anything could be used as a weapon.
So I understand you can take something as simple as a magazine and use it as a weapon.
You certainly can. What I like to do, I roll it very, very tightly, as tight as I possibly can.
It may take a few seconds, but stalling an attacker can create enough time to fight back.
Now from here, if I fold this in the center, really squeeze that bend point, I now have a very strong striking surface.
So you're thinking you can generate more force with that magazine rolled up than you could with just your bare fist?
I think the force could be equal to my punch, but because of the concentrated area, I could do particular damage to particular things.
Okay, well, we have something for you to test that theory on, okay? So we're going to come over here. What we have inside here is an 1/8-inch piece of tempered glass.
In this test, Bren will attempt to break the glass, first with his fist, then with a rolled-up magazine. The purpose? To see if he can cause more damage with an object that has less surface area.
In order to protect Bren's hand, we're going to have him wear a boxing glove because we're a little concerned that he might break the glass.
A strain gauge on the glass will measure the impact forces and send data to a computer.
Our goal is to see kind of how much damage you can cause with just your strike versus your strike with the magazine rolled up.
3, 2, 1, punch.
The strain gauge shows that even with a padded glove, Bren stresses the glass with 7,000 pounds per square inch.
Okay, so you didn't break it.
No.
That was a
Okay.
good shot, though.
What do you think? Do you think you're going to break it with the magazine?
I think because it's a concentrated area, with the magazine, it's going to be really focused.
So it's going to cause more damage?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Bren will strike the glass again, but this time he'll use his improvised weapon. Will it increase the effectiveness of his strike? Even a tiny improvement could be the difference between fighting back and falling prey.
You ready, Bren?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, punch.
Bren strikes the glass with even less force than he did with his fist, but he creates more stress in the glass, over 18,000 pounds per square inch. But the folded magazine concentrates the impact into a much smaller area, less effort, yet more damage. The results are shattering.
So that was effective.
Yeah. It was clear with the folded magazine, I did a lot more damage to the glass than I did with my fist.
So a simple weapon, almost anything at hand, like a folded magazine, can give even an average person a major boost in effectiveness and thus a fighting chance to survive. Here's how it works. As with the key strike, many weapons' effectiveness comes from simple physics. The concentration of relatively modest force into a tiny surface area. It's especially effective when striking a vulnerable area of the body, such as the throat. An impact here of sufficient force can crush the trachea, cutting off the assailant's airflow. The lesson: almost anything can be used as an improvised weapon, turning an ordinary punch into a devastating blow through the application of pure physics. But how do experts fight back when the assailant is the one with the weapon?
Fighting back is your last option. If you could not avoid it, solve the situation as fast as possible and leave the area.
When fleeing isn't an option, the first obstacle to overcome is panic. In a life-or-death situation against an armed opponent, how does someone conquer their fear and take control of their body's natural instinct to defend itself? Helping us answer this question is Jonathan Dugas, a police officer who's also a Krav Maga instructor, and Amir Peretz, our self-defense expert. Their first situation is all too common in street attacks, an assailant with a club or bat.